Hey everyone, earlier today I was trying to pull the rest of the bolts out of the floor of the van, but it just didn't happen. I called around to some shops to just see if they can do it, just so I can get this over with and I don't have to keep looking for someone to help me. But everybody's booked because it's the holiday season and Christmas is in like 3 days, so I guess everybody's trying to get their work done before they take those days off. But a lot of them said they can give me a next week, so I guess I'm just going to have to wait before I can finish the floor. I moved my cabinets onto some concrete with the tarp under there because it just wasn't working where I had it at in the grass. They were still getting wet, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to even salvage one of them. The other two, the one has paint on it already, so that's blocking the absorption, and the other one is more like a plastic or has a harder covering on it, so I'm not worried about that one. Of course, this dehumidifier is going to cut on right now. But, yeah, so I moved them, and, well, the whole point of this video is because I want to show you my new find. Right here. 6 Trojan golf cart batteries. Now, I'm not sure if they are 6 volt, 8 volt, or what they are. They have no stickers on them. This is how I got them the way they look right now. They're really dirty. They're obviously older. They came out of a golf cart. And I posted on Craigslist that I was looking for some used golf cart batteries, reasonably priced. Well, the guy, and that it's been up there for probably like 2 weeks or something. Well, I got a text message earlier yesterday morning, and the guy said I have some used golf cart batteries, 6 of them, if you want him to call me. So I called the guy and told me he had 6 golf cart batteries and said how much, and he said $5 a piece. So yes, I got each one of these for $5 a piece. Total $30 for 6 Trojan golf cart batteries. Granted, they could all be just completely dead and I can't salvage anything from them. But I feel like the risk is worth the reward in this case. I can give up $30 if there's a possibility to even gain one of these to work. Now, I'm going to wipe them down. Actually, I'm going to wipe, I think I'm only going to do 2 tonight. Put those on a charger. I'm going to wipe those 2 down completely. The other ones I'm just going to wipe the top down because I'm going to pour distilled water in there. I got that today. I hope I have enough, which I should. But I got some distilled water I'm going to pour into them. And so the rest will just sit in that water for a while, for a few days. And I'm just going to work on 2 of them and see what I can do with those 2 and just go 2 at a time. And, well, I had to change the battery in my voltmeter because it keeps hitting the on button somehow and the battery's dying. So while I did that, I grabbed this, I don't know what you call this, a little, I guess it's like a voltmeter, I don't know, but it has a little light on the inside, and I went through each one, and surprisingly this first one over here actually gave me a little light on here. So I'm interested to see, I may be able to salvage that one if I can't do any of the rest. And now again, look up how much these batteries cost. So even if I can get them to work for a little while, I mean, I'm getting my money's worth, so, you know, it doesn't hurt. So I'm going to try this and see which ones actually give me some type of voltage. They do need water in them, I know that already, but I just want to see if they're going to kick anything to me, just to have an idea of which ones I want to work with first. So, let me see if I can show you this. Okay, so hopefully you'll be able to see this, if I don't have to move the voltmeter around, but I'm going to go from this first one and go across, and then start on the back row and go across if you can't see which ones I'm doing. That's how I'm going. So I'm going to test out this first one. Let's see. I haven't cleaned the terminals, so they're still dirty, but we're just trying to see what happens. So, okay, this one's giving me 3.4 volts. So if this is a 6 volt battery, that's not bad, I mean, to have set. So this one could be promising. Alright, the next one. Oh, the top of the terminal's pretty nasty, so. Okay, this one's giving me 2.19. Okay, so at least I'm getting something off of this. Next one. 2 volts. Again, I mean, I'm glad to at least see something moving on here. Okay, the next one the voltmeter doesn't move. Okay, 2.1. 2.11 or 2.7? I can't see. I think it was 2.7. Alright, next one. Let's see, positive, negative. Okay, 1.98. Alright, cool. It's at least something. I mean, might not be salvageable, but we'll see. Last one. I can't see it. I hope you can see it. I guess a 2.2. 2.2. Which one was it? Alright, so that back one, I'll probably use that one in. Alright. Okay, so I just did the voltmeter, and as you can see, I'm going to use this one, which had, I think it was 3 volts, and that one back there that had 2.2 and some change. This one had 2.1 something, so this would have been next, but those two also had a 2.0 or something like that, and that one had a 1 point something, so I don't know about that one, but hopeful for the rest of these, definitely this one. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to go ahead and wipe them down, wipe the tops of those, and wipe down all the way the 2 that I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour the water in, let them sit for a little bit, and then hook up the 2 that I'm going to use first on the charger. And let them sit for a while. So that's what's going on. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, I did want to show you all this. These things are heavy, and the guy I got it from, he had actually made himself a handle thing, which he used these as hooks, and he cut like this thick fabric and poked holes in it, and he used that. I'm going to show you. So I just grabbed my little small bungee cord, and see if you can see from there. And you just hook it into there on both sides, and you grab it. And of course my bungee cord stretches, but his fabric didn't stretch, so he could just lift straight up. So this stretches some, but that's how I got them down here. And that's how I'm going to move it over here. So where I'm going to charge these batteries. Alright, here's the before of these two. This is the one that's the 3 volts. This is the 2 volt one. So you can see how nasty they are. So I'm about to clean them down and pour some water in them, and then let them sit for a little bit and then charge them up. So, yep, here we go. Okay, so I'm about to put this battery on the charger. And, well, I just watched this video, and the guy said you can tell how many volts the battery is by how many holes it has. So this has 4 holes, and he said 2 volts per hole. So this is 8-volt batteries. These are 8-volt batteries. I was going to connect it, I think it's through parallel, where the positive, this will go to the positive, that would go to that negative, and this negative would connect to that positive by another wire. But when I was thinking about it, and he said that each hole are 2 volts, so this is an 8-volt battery, so those two together would be more than what this 12-volt charger would be able to do. This is a 6 and a 12-volt charger. And I'm not going to risk connecting those two together and it not doing what it needs to do. So I'm just going to do one at a time, I guess. I have those connected. I haven't plugged it in yet, but I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I'm going to let it sit for at least 24 hours. Actually, I'm going to check it probably, sometime tomorrow afternoon before I leave. But we have a Christmas party tomorrow night, so I won't be here to check it in 24 hours. So I'm just going to let it sit on there until I get back home on Thursday. So yeah, this is what's going on. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, and I used the voltmeter again, and after putting water into the batteries, they all rose, the volts rose on them. So this went up like 0.1 volts. That went up about the same, and I poured water in those so they could just be sitting in it. And they actually went up, and the one in the back that wasn't giving me any voltage, and then when I tried it again, it gave me like volts or something. It's actually at like 2.2, and the rest are like 2.17. So I'm gonna let those sit in that, and obviously this could take me a while to charge all of them, but let's do this. We're gonna charge this up and see what happens.